Well, good morning. I hope that you all are doing very, very well. My son is fast ahead in his virtual learning, our new normal, and I am going to make a smoothie. Here's another edition of Sydney's Smoothie Sermons. So today I want to discuss with you, let's see here. Let me find my trusty we can call it a brace, stand, paperweight. I am a current doctoral student at North Carolina A&T State University, and I am Black. I know, it's a shock. I know, I'll give you a moment to process it. Okay, and I'm also a woman. I know, it's a huge shock. I'll give you another moment to process it. Okay, all right, so, and North Carolina A&T State University, here's another bit of maybe possibly very shocking information, is an HBCU. Most of us know that that is a historically Black, college or university. Again, I'm Black. Okay, however, the gatekeeper of my particular program is a Caucasian male. And that normally, under positive and otherwise general circumstances, would not be cause for concern. In fact, yes, as many other Black Americans, beautiful Black people, we always have this microaggression there as it relates to our supervisors or anyone in any type of authoritative capacity over us, albeit academia or actual professional industry where you've actually secured a professional position. If there is someone that is of higher authority to a Black person who happens to be Caucasian and male, and too often Caucasian and female also applies. Again, we have this microaggression of, will I be treated fairly? Will they give me a fair shot at this job? Will they abuse their authority as it relates to my reviews, my periodic reviews? Will they become a thorn in my side? Will I have to be subjected to racial or gender discrimination? And yes, so we all consider these things going into a situation, but we generally, most of us, try to suppress that and move forward and hope for the best and give these individuals the benefit of the doubt. And when I say these individuals, again, we're speaking of those who would be in a supervisory capacity over us who happen to be Caucasian and male, most notably, or Caucasian and female. It actually works that way as well. I know men myself who have dealt with sexual harassment from Caucasian females in a work environment and have been coerced into agreeing to sexual favors to secure their position or to secure promotions that they otherwise very rightfully deserve. I've seen that also in my genre, Black women as well, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there can relate. Okay, so we're trying to keep these as short as possible. We're at 4 minutes, but this is very in-depth, so I'll do my absolute best. And maybe there'll be a part 2 of this particular sermon, because I know we all have very busy lives. So 10 minutes and under is the goal. All right, so let's go ahead and get going with the smoothie. All right, so you don't need a Vitamix. I have a Vitamix, but you don't need a Vitamix. You should want a Vitamix, but if that won't put you into financial distress, just get a damn blender from Walmart, or better yet, from Target, who really supports the Black community and equality. Okay, so banana, boom. Sometimes I get it in liquid form, and sometimes I get it in powder. And so what? Do you, boo? I'm going to actually open the capsule. It's not very difficult to do. Some of you probably already do this. You can see that it just pulls apart. My mother has had me in the habit of not consuming things that I would commonsensically associate with danger. I understand it's a vegetarian or a vegetable-based cellulose capsule, but I don't need it. Okay, so all right. Okay, kind of twist it around in your fingers. It will generally come on out. I'm gonna do a double dose of echinacea this morning. Basically, this sermon is going to skim over racist white gatekeepers at HBCUs. I started my program in 2014, January to be exact. By a year and a half, by fall of 2015, I had completed all of my coursework, my qualifying exam, which is a 2-day, all-day exam taken on, and proctored and very specific, and it qualifies you, hence the name, in your particular field. So you have to take general test questions, and then you have questions that are specific to your specialization, and you are to prove your expertise in your field. I passed that, okay? However, this particular gatekeeper feigned that I didn't. So this was one of the first indiscretions or acts of impropriety to which I was subjected on a campus, where you would generally perceive the encouragement and the observance of their rights, especially for a Black woman on an HBCU campus. You would generally expect those rights to be very easily and basally observed. Okay, so, all right, orange juice. So he actually graded the economics portion of my test. Oh yeah, girl. Oh yeah, boyfriend. You got it. You've already figured it out. He's not an economist. He's a chemist. When I brought this to the attention of the Great Appeal Committee, of course, especially with me having documentation, records showing where he, in fact, because of the timestamp of certain records that are kept for grading purposes, he couldn't backpedal out of having done something that he was not qualified to do. And so he had to come clean. I believe since that time, and of course they changed my grade to satisfactory, and I believe since that time, especially that time, even though I believe this began a little bit before that particular incident, he has basically had it out or in for me. Each semester, each year, I deal with a new, increasingly egregious step in his efforts to impede, unduly delay, or otherwise altogether deny my natural matriculation. See why I drink the smoothies? I have to stay centered to deal with the world. Most of us who look like this, all this beautiful brown skin, we do this, or we exercise, or we meditate, or we listen to music, or we jazz, or we dance to deal with and cope with the world's impact on our lives. Okay, so I think flex is very important. Actually, let's do the coup de grace today. Yeah, I need this. Okay, isn't this cute? It's just so cute. It's so cute. Okay, I mean, put in what you want, friends. 1 teaspoon. Do you? You shouldn't taste it. And I've been asked this question many times. Well, how does it taste, Tigress? I don't care. It's good for me, and it's a drink, so I can go ahead and gulp it down before I really even taste it. Yeah. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of turmeric as well, because like I said, it's all the things. I'm gonna have to send some emails out today. There will be a part 2. There might even be a part 3 to this. Understand? Okay? Because she is a qualified scientist. Understand that. Okay? And if you have similar experiences, please do share, because this is how we eradicate racism. This is how we eradicate genderism. This is how we eradicate classism. This is how we eradicate elitism. This is how we eradicate injustice, by sharing our stories. When only one of us comes forward, it's too easy for the naysayers and the racists to say, oh no, that person's a quack. They're just lying. They're not telling the truth. But when many of us share our stories, it's harder, much, much more difficult for them to play that same I didn't do anything game. Got it? So help a sister out, because I'm out here helping my sisters and brothers out. And we're gonna build, and we're going to secure our justice and equity, not equality. We're going to secure equity. How about that? Okay. By the way, I just want to squeeze in there a little bit. I happen to be a scientist who specializes in wetland bioremediation. You know, this quarantine issue that we have, and this coronavirus issue that we have. My science, my expertise is not only parallel, it is intertwined with virology. So the sciences that are entailed in my specialization are microbiology, hydrology, plant science, soil science. Are you with me? And microbiology is usually what? Bacteria. Yes, and viruses in a wetland ecosystem. So I think I can lend great support to the cause that we have currently and the inevitable cause that we have with the change in our climatic activity on this beautiful earth, and our exploration of space, and for all other purposes, like energy, which is also core to my degree program and expertise. So now we're gonna get some ice, baby. To go, ice, baby. Oh, the blue and gold. Oh. And yes, I use my hands because I wash my hands with cast out, so they clean. I clean my hands. Okay. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. On a side note, people always say, don't you wish you had just a little bit of their energy? Always, the implication is your child's energy. My son is very energetic, as he should be, right? I say, hell no. I don't want to be bouncing off the damn walls and stuff. I want to be up and alert and aware, but have you seen the activity of my son? And no, he's not ADHD, as is common in a racist diagnosis as well. Look at how I made that segue. Okay, let me toss this out. But no, sincerely, I don't want that much energy. Not that much energy. I want energy, but not that much energy. And don't forget, you should have already had a glass of water this morning. Drink it first. Lukewarm. Oh my God. Also, just on the side note, I saw a commercial, and what is the name of that? Y'all know it. It's like I want to say like a 2-syllable, catchy brand name, if you will. They're new. And the commercial says, well, because water tastes like water, we fixed it with stuff, sugar, and unnatural flavors. You fixed it? Friend, you didn't fix nothing. You don't drink this water like it is, in its form, and adjust, adapt. Because this water is vital to your viability, okay?
Yeah, editing self here, 2023. I'm almost done with my JD. And I still yet don't have my deserved PhD. Admittedly, it took me this long before posting this particular sermon. And the message that I want us to learn and relearn from this is that, again, we must share our experiences so that those that come behind us do not have to experience that which we have. I have an active lawsuit. It's still in litigation, and it has been hell as I have asserted myself at every juncture, as they have made effort after effort, some successful, in dismissing or partly dismissing my cases. While he has moved on to another university and has not been held fully accountable for his torts, his negligence. Neither have the trustees at North Carolina A&T State University been held accountable for their misconduct. Neither has the UNC system been held accountable for its failure to properly investigate my complaints over the course of my matriculation from 2015 to 2021, when I was effectually dismissed from the program because North Carolina A&T State University dissolved my PhD program in its entirety. So please do share this. This is very serious. Thanks.
You're all done. This has been Sydney's Smoothie Sermons. Have a good day. Bye now.